What's on, guys? JHoyt back with you today. Welcome to Call of Duty Modern Warfare. We have the beta for you. So I'm recording it literally like 2 minutes after I just got done with this game. So everything's still super fresh in my mind, and it probably won't go up for another day or two because I got a couple other videos ahead of it. But I just want to give you guys kind of my my thoughts, my first impressions, immediate things that need to be changed to kind of make this game fun. And let's just start off with, it's back to super slow, campy gameplay. Like literally like Black Ops 1 all over again. Like that game was super fun, but that's only fun once you have the FAMAS, once you have gold, once you have all the attachments that you want, and you're just running around destroying people that suck basically. And now this game, I mean, I got spawn killed like 4 times, like right off the start of the first game. So it was immediately like, okay, this is getting pretty stupid. And then, instinctively I tried to hit left bumper to heal. Obviously, that's not a mechanic in this game. So, I threw a flashbang a couple of random times throughout this one. But, other than, that campy, super slow gameplay, which I personally absolutely hate, the guns so far, like I said, this is only like I played what, 3 games. The guns are very strange. Usually you'd expect consistency, and I haven't really felt that, especially with the gun I'm using. I don't actually remember what gun this is, but whatever gun this is, like I feel like you either one burst with it, or it takes like 4 or 5 bursts to kill someone, no matter what the range is. Like you saw me kill someone from super point blank that it was a 1 burst to him to like the chest, or I hit that other guy I think in the next gunfight like 3 or 4 times with bursts, and it didn't like kill him. So that was super weird. Then the other thing that I personally hate about this one is I really don't like elevation in maps, especially slow-paced game modes, or not game modes, just slow-paced game. Because in this one, obviously, it's obviously brand new. I know that, we're still learning the map, still learning where everyone could possibly be. But there is so many windows, so many different angles. Like, there's always someone looking at something. Like, you look at the guy right now on your screen. He's laying down somewhere, or like crouched behind something on a head glitch, or laying down. I couldn't exactly tell. But he's sitting somewhere that you can't really figure out where he is, just kind of sitting there not moving. And I just don't understand that. And then you get spawn killed over and over and over again, which is super frustrating. Then you try to leave spawn, and then someone else is sitting behind a deployable cover, as they call it. And that's super frustrating. And I know, like I said, before you say, it is brand new. This is the beta. But you gotta remember, this has got to appeal to a lot of people. Now, let me also just say, as a normal Call of Duty game, it's cool, right? The old-fashioned guns, the old kind of feel of the maps, the slow-paced gameplay, if that's what you're looking for at Call of Duty, this is the Call of Duty for you. But personally, I think about it competitively, right? You have so many different angles that you have to watch, right? I'm looking in this window right now, but I could be shot from like 7 different angles right now. From behind me, from across the map, from that window, from the bottom doorway, from the right-hand side steps, from, I think you can jump up on that crate that's in front of you. So, it's a little too open for me, personally, because if you look at like what's a good game, like Counter-Strike, like you can pretty much tell where someone's gonna be almost at all times, and you can kind of predict that. But here, there's a different direction. Like you go to one spot and there's 5 different spots you can look through, like completely. And then the other thing is score streaks. Don't even get me started on score streaks. I got score streaks, I think, once. I think it's going to be the game after this one. That was, it wasn't really beginner friendly. It's more of a, once you get to know how to use it, it's like a little bit better. Not a big fan of the score streak so far. The cruise missile is super annoying because people get it all the time. I think I got streaked with it like 3 or 4 times in this game alone, which caused obviously 3 or 4 of my deaths. Then I get spawn killed and it just makes you lose composure. So that was super frustrating. Good things about this game that I'm trying to think of off the bat is not a lot. I mean, they, you know, what kind of happened in the first kind of week with the PlayStation was people complaining no minimap. I couldn't play this game without a minimap because I'd literally be walking around absolutely clueless. So the fact that they took the minimap out of the game to begin with was absolutely ridiculous. That should always be a thing. I guess the compass on top of the screen is okay. I mean, there's not really a good use for it, in my opinion. Like, you know, like you're looking at like 240, like, okay, that helps in Battle Royale modes, or Battle Royale modes. Sorry if I pronounced that one wrong, but like that only helps in like that. Like if you call out, you know, just say yellow building there, right? You don't need to tell them, you know, 220, right? That's not a thing. Like if you know the map eventually, like you're gonna, you know where that yellow building is. And then the next thing is the time to kill. I haven't even mentioned this yet. The time to kill, you literally insta-kill people. And especially when you're close range. Like, you literally die in, like, 1 or 2 bullets, it feels like. So as soon as you get looked at, as soon as you get shot, you're dead. Like, there's no chance of, you know, diving behind some place or, you know, going behind a wall or behind a vehicle or anything. You just can't do anything. So, you know, you gotta, like, especially going off, you know, last year with, you know, Black Ops 4 with the way that healing system was and the way, you know, how much health you had was, it's a huge change because now you're going from, you can, you know, tank a couple of bullets and try to outmaneuver that to not being able to react at all. Because as soon as you get shot, you're dead. Like, no matter with whatever gun, it seems like other than pistols, you're pretty much dead. So, I personally don't like that. I'd like to have at least a chance to react and a chance to, you know, outplay my opponent rather than just, you know, as soon as I get shot, I'm dead. So again, that would be something I'd definitely change. Something I kind of like and don't like at the same time is the sniper rifle. I'm not sure which one that guy was using, but I ended up using it in the map after this one. Not that I recorded it, but in the map after this one. It seems like a balanced sniper rifle. Like, you can't really run and gun with it. It's more of a slow down, like, how a sniper should be kind of thing. But also, it goes against what Call of Duty's snipers have been all along. So, it's going to be extremely hard to get used to. Because you're going to try to go for those flashy plays. And go for those, you know, quick scopes or whatever. And you can't do that with this sniper. I don't know if it's just this one or, you know, depending on what attachments go with it or just what. But, you know, at first glance, this sniper is how a sniper should be, but it's not how people want it. Like, if that, does that make sense? Kind of, probably not really. Then, I mean, you kind of saw it there with long-range gunfights. The recoil seems like it's back to random again. And maybe that's just me. Maybe it's just because of whatever. But I don't like it. Like, I don't know what it is. I just don't like it. And then the other kind of thing I've kind of been noticing a lot is the game seems blurry. I don't know if anyone else found that or not, but the game doesn't seem like high res. Like, I know it's like based older, but it almost looks blurry. Like, I think after the first game, I was like, am I seeing straight? Like, right now, this looks blurry, does it not? I don't know. Like, it just looks really low res. Now, again, it is the beta. and there might be some settings that help with that. But first glance, by default, it looks super blurry. Now, after I think it's the second game, I think I changed some settings. So I turned off motion blur and all the blurring and stuff. So I haven't really played much since then, so I'm not sure if that really helped it or not. But you gotta remember, the first impressions are huge going forward. Like, are huge, because this is what's gonna make, you know, people talk about your game. That's gonna make you, you know, how good your game's actually gonna be. And like I said earlier, this game has felt super campy. Like, it was what, Modern Warfare Remastered, or Modern Warfare 4 Remastered, or whatever came out with, what was it, Infinite Warfare? That game, whatever game that was based off of, it seems a lot like those old games, where there's a million angles, there's way too much to look at, you can be sniped from pretty much anywhere, you don't know where people are half the time. I haven't done Create a Class yet, so I haven't really seen, you know, how that is. But this game, I actually popped off, like, super crazy. And I don't understand where it came from either, because, you know, maybe this is just my map. I don't think I've played this map before. Like, I don't know if it's like a remake or like a, you know, whatever of an old map, but I almost felt like supernatural on it, and it was really, you know, strange to kind of feel that I was actually really good at this only map. Like, obviously the first game's gonna be a little rough. You're gotta learn how the map maneuvers and whatever. But for whatever reason, like, I felt like this map out of all of them was like, you know, my map almost. And I've never played it. At least I don't think I have. But that kind of leads me into, you know, one of my last points for this video, and that is the maps. And personally, I hate them. I mean, I hate to just talk trash on this game because it's in the beta, but, like, these maps suck. And, you know, obviously that was, you know, been a big thing for a long time of, we just want good maps. As long as we have good maps, you know, the rest will kind of, you know, come. But I don't know. I just don't like the whole old, you know, clear out style, you know, super open, you can be shot from anywhere type of thing. And this game kind of makes all of that unplayable in a sense. Because at first, you know, walking around these maps, I'm getting spawn killed, and then I'm being looked at as soon as I run around the first wall off spawn, or, you know, just trying to figure out where people are is like super difficult because everything is so bland and boring, and it's like World War II again, where there's very little color, you know, there's not much to look at, that old style feel, that classic Call of Duty. You know, people always say they want that, but then they complain that it looks boring. So it's like, what do you actually want? Like, do you want that old style, or would you rather have this new, brand new thing that they can try to make, you know, a good Call of Duty? Because personally, you know, I'm going to talk about this in a full video, but I actually liked Black Ops 4. Like, there was a bunch of stuff I didn't like that we're going to talk about eventually, but, you know, there was a lot of good things that came out of Black Ops 4. And, you know, with the constant changing of developers and changing styles of games and everything, it's kind of super, what's the word I want to, like not progressive as far as, like, the game goes. Because you went from, like, new to old, new to old, new to old, and then you'd have, like, an in-between type game. And it just overall wouldn't really make sense. So you go from, you know, Infinite Warfare, which is a futuristic-based game, to World War II, which everyone hated. Everyone hated Infinite Warfare also, I should mention. Then we go from World War II to Black Ops 4, and everyone's like, it's a Black Ops game, right? It's a Treyarch game, you know, you can't possibly hate it, but then people seem to hate on it a lot, you know, mainly a lot of it was like shot punching and stuff, but, you know, that's something that, you know, people kind of overlooked the rest of the game. But so far, you know, kind of final thoughts here. Modern Warfare, if you're looking for that old style, classic Call of Duty, old feeling, you know, dated back, it is the perfect game for you. But if you're looking for a modern Call of Duty with modern movement and, you know, consistency, this is definitely not. And, you know, like I said, I really hate to bash the game when it first comes out in its first, you know, in its beta stages. But we got to think realistic. Like, it's our next Call of Duty. It's going to be out in like a month. So we got to have some feedback coming back for it. So second game went a lot better for me. I don't know what it was, but you know what? It's gonna be a learning curve to learn this new game, and we'll have some more content coming out so we can talk about it a little bit more. But if you guys did enjoy, hit the like button down below. If you haven't already, hit the subscribe button. Comment below what you guys thought of Modern Warfare so far, about the beta, down below in the comment section. As always, guys, see you next time.